We're going to go ahead and pull some cards specifically for Twin Flames to see what is going on for the Twin Flame Collective, for the Divine Feminine, for the Divine Masculine. We have a huge shift today as Venus has shifted into Capricorn over the next few weeks. This is going to be all about making plans with your partner and even long-term goals and setting down the foundations for what's going to happen over the next year in your relationship. We're moving into the first full moon energy of the year. This is a huge one. This is the wolf moon, but it's also a Leo full moon. We can expect it to bring a dramatic energy then as well too, and it's very much going to affect your love life. We also have, I call it a cosmic cross, but we have a cross being formed with this full moon in the sky. We also have a Mars and Chiron alignment. This is going to bring up old wounds, but it's reminding you to empower yourself through clearing habits and behaviors that are no longer serving you, that are blocking your full potential. It's bringing a lot of solar plexus energy as well too, and also a lot of, we'll say, past life and inner child things to the surface. But let's just go ahead and pull some cards for Twin Flames, specifically for the Divine Feminine, for the Divine Masculine. You're being reminded that everyone does have a twin flame and that many more are coming into union because of the ascension. Oftentimes you guys are meant to come together when your soul is making that ascension, and that is your mission in this lifetime, to heal yourself. Now, we have many connections that we're going to navigate while we're on Earth. They're all about healing, every one of them. It's important that you're holding space, especially if you're in a relationship. You should be able to hold space for your partner's healing and things like that. So we also have a lot of karmic energy. We've shifted into Aquarius season too. This is bringing a different vibe. You should have hopefully got a lot done while we were in Capricorn season. This is about the mind though, and paying attention. So this Leo full moon is amazing for clearing negative beliefs and narratives and shifting your narrative. Whatever you're telling yourself is happening, especially when it comes to twin flames. They're going to mirror everything back to you. And life does that anyways, but so much more with your twin flame too. So pay attention to your thoughts right now. They're very important as we're moving through not just 2024, but especially Aquarius season 2. But we're going to go ahead and do a reading. Let's start with the Divine Feminine and what's happening for the Feminine Collective. If you're the masculine, take these as direct messages we're going to do from your feminine. I'm haunted by us. I didn't follow my heart, and now I don't know how to let you go. And this is important too. Oftentimes when you are navigating a twin flame experience, some of you guys have a lot of things that you have been doing to push away love, and we call these barriers. Sometimes they're ego blocks and defenses and things like that. Some of you guys have done that, where you've kind of pushed this person away. If you felt them pulling back or going runner or things like that, sometimes that's what's happened. Sometimes you've been too in your mind or overthinking things, or your old patterns have come up within your love life and within the connection. It's very important that you're healing yourself. A lot of times people are very focused on healing to get their twin flame back, when you have to heal these things no matter what's going to happen with your situation. Yes, you're meant to come into union, but this healing work needs to be done. If you don't stop and heal yourself at a certain point, you're going to continue to play out the same patterns with different people over and over again over the course of your lifetime. So at a certain point, you have to really pull back and look at yourself. A lot of times your twin flame situation has led to that place. It doesn't always. Some people come together and they go right into union, but the ones that have hit a separation, you're being guided to really look at yourself, your own patterns and your own behaviors that have led to this place. You're being given a chance to really heal yourself as well too. Maybe you were overthinking things. It could have been projections, how you're seeing things, and these things play out. We live in a reality where suddenly the frequencies are going a lot higher and we're manifesting easier and easier. Everything that you're thinking about is happening in your life, especially when you're learning with other people, and especially with your twin flame, as there is that deeper spiritual and even soul connection as well too. This is stop overthinking things, really opening up to that heart chakra energy. Leo is amazing for opening up to what we're passionate about, but also for healing different things and opening up and connecting with our heart chakra on a deeper level. If you've been an overthinker, overanalyzer, that's not going to get you anywhere. we're needing to work on our energies. So sometimes we think we can think our way through things, right? Or we're noticing everything. And yeah, you might be a little bit too much. You might be in your mind too much. So this is also about pulling back, working on your energy, and opening up your heart chakra more as well too. I'm working on myself so I can give you the love and relationship that you deserve. All about working on yourself right now. We have a lot of old wounds that are rising up as well too. And you're going to notice this throughout the collective, that we're in this time and space of healing during this time. So this is about working on yourself so that you can shift into your full potential during this time. You're needing to heal some of your own issues, things that have come up, past wounds. And sometimes when we haven't dealt with them, they come up in other ways in our reality or in our outer situation. So we have a lot of healing energy hitting the planet right now for you. I couldn't go against my family to be with you. This could be family programming. A lot of our pain comes from our ancestral line. It could have been your inner childhood, but it also could be unconscious wounds that you carry within your DNA and within your family line. Some of your own fears and things like that, they come many generations back. I'm writing tons of books about this, right? And the unconscious of it, were things you didn't know that you struggle with in your daily life, are things that have been going down your family line for a very long time. And this could come up in many different things. It could be health challenges, mental health challenges. It could be addiction. It could be just fears, doubts, worries, stress. It can go many generations back. This is where intergenerational trauma comes in as well too. So every time that you're on earth, you're having to heal and clear yourself, your DNA, and your bloodline. Now, this is an important part of twin flame union, as oftentimes these are the barriers and blocks that you need to clear to come into a smooth union. A lot of your own patterns may have come from your childhood programming. Some of them could even be unconscious and energetic too, of why we play out certain narratives. And I think it's interesting when I see people playing out certain situations, I have to ask, where does that come from? Look at your situations that you've been playing out. Do any of these come from your childhood or your parents' situation? Are you recycling these experiences? Are you reliving these experiences? Are you playing out these narratives in the now? And I think it's an important part to wake up and realize this, that we can shift some of these things and shift into higher realities and higher timelines. These energies are changing on the planet, and they're giving us a chance to shift into higher timelines and to go after our dream life. Leo full moon is all about manifesting your heart's desires. Now, I'll remind you, everyone's in a different situation. I always say to do the work with me, because I'm going to help you guys shift the energies of whatever you're going through, whatever's coming up. And you guys are oftentimes needing it. You're needing to do a lot of energy work. And this is like going to be the key to what you need during your ascension as well too. So I always say, check out my website. A good place to start is going to be a reading. I see a lot of people trying to bypass the healing. And your twin flame experience is there so that you have to really dig deep into the healing. That's why it's playing out in this way, to lead you into your ascension path, because your ascension path is the healing path and fully healing yourself so that you can make your spiritual ascension and rise up into higher energies, higher frequencies, and even higher dimensions. So I always say everyone's in a different situation. Some people just stay stuck in it, and that's okay, but you're needing to kind of have enough at a certain point and wanting to put that higher level of work in. And when you guys are, go ahead and book a reading, but you're gonna have to do some healing sessions too. I have tons of energy clearings. These are gonna help you with clearing the blocks. Many of them are unconscious and they're stuck in your energy field. So when we start to really clear our energy, amazing things start to happen in our overall reality. We begin to really heal our love life. That's a lot of what I do. Is a lot of, we'll say, financial healing, relationship healing, and healing for the ascension. I heal a lot of deep trauma. I do a lot of deep past life work as well too, and you're going to realize it's all interconnected. So I always try to get you guys to do more healings, clear your energy. This is a lot of family blocks already coming up in the reading for the Divine Feminine, and past relationship blocks. If you need me, just book me on my website. I also do twin flame coaching, which is going to help you from start to finish out of this separation energy, and that's what we're healing. So, sorry, allergies. When we're in the separation energy, right? That's what we have to heal, is separation between our own feminine and masculine energy. So if you're in this separation energy, it's what exactly needs to be healed in your love life. I didn't realize I loved you until it was too late. I'm sorry, especially in the separation. Sometimes you guys don't know what you had until you lose it. And this is why it's important to get a read, because some of you guys are holding on to old karmic situations and needing to move on and realize the lesson and to heal yourself as well. But sometimes when it's a true twin flame situation, it's a lot to navigate and it can be confusing. I always say with your ego mind, because you're going to go into this separation like a karmic energy, but it's not like that. There's unresolved business. You're meant to be together. Something happened, something went off to cause this separation, and you know it on a spiritual level. You might feel you messed up, or the other person messed up, or something has gone off with it as well too. Twin flame separation happens for many reasons, but it has to happen to break and heal certain attachment issues of how you're connecting to others, inner child wounds. And I was doing I do a lot of readings, obviously, and I was doing one yesterday, and everything they were describing to a T was the process that you go through. But oftentimes some of you guys don't know how to get past that. Once you've had so much triggered energetically within your system, you haven't fully healed it and you're not ready to come out of that energy, but you're meant to. You're most certainly meant to with your twin flame. You're meant to come back together just as you were meant to break apart in the separation. A lot of times you guys realize that through missing the person, thinking about them all the time, longing for this person. So you know it on a spiritual level, but sometimes you guys don't know how to get to that destination of union when you're so in this heavy kind of separation energy or this painful energy. I kept up the facade to the world and you always saw past it into my soul. I always say you guys can see each other very deeply. Pay attention to what your twin flame is showing you. They're showing you a reflection of your own self. And this is where the deeper work comes in, because you guys will say, yeah, I notice all of my twin flame's issues and problems. Those are your issues and problems through that twin flame mirror reflection. And oftentimes they're showing us deeper issues that we didn't even see, patterns we didn't recognize within ourselves, or certain behaviors. Pay attention. You've been shown a lot through whatever narrative or storyline is playing out. Sometimes these are actual patterns and behaviors that you carry. Sometimes these are just negative narratives in your head that you've been thinking and your twin flame has been playing out. So this is where the inner work comes in as well too. And we're having to do that inner work to navigate these higher frequency energies, because we're having to stay very positive and we're having to stay very feeling good within these higher energies. And we're having to stay in a higher energy state. More negative energy, we're going to feel tired, weighed down, and not feel so hot. More positive state, we're going to feel a lot lighter and we're going to be flowing a lot easier within these higher energies. When times got tough, I gave up too soon, and we talked about pushing away and giving up on this situation. I always say that sometimes it's just showing up, right, in life. Showing up and getting things done and like putting your best foot forward. Some of you guys may have given up on this situation or pushed this person away, or unconsciously you're doing it, right? So not everyone, because it's a general reading. This is why I always say get a reading with me, because everyone is different. But some of you guys might be in this separation, blown off, even ghosted or blocked energy by your twin flame. And this is important too, because you weren't ready for this union. You have too much fear at that point. If your twin flame has ghosted you, you need to deal with your own internal fears that have created these external blocks. They're internal energy blocks. You weren't ready. You're afraid of commitment. Maybe you have that thing going on. So we do have this. If you feel there's not a lot of communication, or maybe none. Maybe some of you guys have been blocked, ghosted, blown off. It's okay. Or just not a lot, or not things moving forward, needing to deal with and heal more of your own internal fears that are going on. And this is why working with someone and doing the calls with me and things like that are going to be really beneficial, because I'm going to pinpoint a lot when we talk about some of these things. So you're needing to kind of go within and heal some of those fears if that is your situation. Okay, so we have, this is taking you into a more spiritual path I talk about. Many of you guys are grieving your old life. This Leo full moon is all about letting go of the old more and letting go of the old, the 3D, right, reality. So we're letting go of our earth life, our 3D reality, and we're ascending into a 5th dimensional state of consciousness, which looks a little bit different. You've played many 3D roles and you're going to play different 5D ones. And this is important too. So this is a more spiritual path that is appearing, and your spiritual awakening that is coming out of this as well too. So just know that you're waking up from this. This is the path to enlightenment. It's a very hard path. You're having to master yourself, your own thoughts, and you know what's kind of going on within you as well too. Our inner world creates our outer world. Don't like your outer or external circumstances. Trying to shift your inner world and what you're telling yourself all day long. Every thought has a frequency. It's going somewhere, right? It's creating your reality. So if you want a better reality or twin flame situation to shift anything, you're going to do that inner work. We have a lot of old stuff coming up in this reading for the divine feminine. This is toxic patterns and behaviors. And then I love it because it is the alcohol card, right? And so we talked about a lot of negative patterns, habits, and things like that were passed down your family line, but also things that you used to do in the past that might have been addictive or bad or negative patterns that you're having to look at during this time. And so this is clearing old patterns and behaviors of the past. And you might be tested right now because different souls are working on different things. So you might feel you're kind of being challenged or tested in certain ways to see if you are falling back into old behaviors or ascending into the new right now. You're being guided to really work on your throat chakra right now. Find your voice, speak your truth. It's going to help so many people. This is about also healing your wounds so that you can tap into your soul gifts to help the collective. So Aquarius season is all about balancing how we're of service and how we're getting along with everyone else. So it's one thing to master yourself. Now we're having to fit that into a bigger equation of how we're able to deal with and get along with the rest of the collective and everyone else. You're meant to be of service in some type of way and to be waking up and using your spiritual gifts. This is Queen of Swords energy. This is also, we're clearing a lot, we talked about. It's a great time for clearing things holding you back, clearing negative energies, patterns, things blocking you, cutting cords with the past. Many of you guys have a lot of people connected to you that are not good for your energy. It could be masculine friends, karmic masculines, exes from the past that are kind of around, right, or able to access you, whether through social media, scrolling you, or, you know, maybe you're still having contact, needing to really clear those 3D energies. You have a lot of karmic connections that you've moved through over the course of your lifetime, starting with your family and even past partners, that you're meant to energetically process, heal, and release so that you can come into this twin flame union. If you have unresolved baggage and open connections, this will be slowing down the process for you ascending into the 5D, needing to let go of some more energies of the past. You've had a lot of codependent connections. Oh my God, this is where you guys start out in love and then you start to get really toxic with your partners. It's like expecting things out of them. Oh my God, I could go into so many things, right? You might be expecting too much energy, too much money, right? Things like this, things that have nothing to do with love, and then you lose these connections and wonder why. So we have this codependency and even past addictions. Some of you guys might have had actual addictions in your bloodline that you were being asked to look at. This could have been drug addictions, prescription, alcohol, marijuana, different things, cigarettes that you're being guided to clear within your bloodline or within yourself, but also codependency. This is you guys latching on to toxic people most of your life. A lot of your past connections were really bad for you, and they were not healthy, and they were definitely not based out of love. So you're being guided to heal some of these past attachments within yourself. You're being guided to look at some of your relationship behavior, healing codependent patterns. This could have come out of your family stuff as well too. Some of you guys might have had a codependent narcissist parent upbringing or different things that may have played out. You could have just had that in past relationships, being guided to really look at yourself and your own energy. All right, we have letting go of these past lessons too, where you needed them karmically so that you could understand love on a deeper level before coming into this twin flame union. But something is unresolved within your past. It could just be things in your energy field. And when you have unresolved things in your energy field, it tends to push away your twin flame or to block them in some type of way. So you're being guided to really go back and heal your past during this time. You need to heal how you're seeing things. A shift in perspective is needed. You're also needing to heal how you're seeing your twin flame. Due to a lot of toxic dysfunction in your childhood and your past relationships, you've been probably seeing them in that karmic light. And then when you see it in that light, it plays out in that light. Being guided to really clear and heal some of your internal programs. Sometimes this is subconscious, needing to do some energy healing work for that to shift things. Higher forces are trying to guide us together. You have a lot of angels, ascended masters, and even spirit guides that are trying to keep you on course and to steer you towards this twin flame union once you've met this person. So if you've gone into separation, you're off course in some type of way, the best thing you can do is really tap into yourself and to do that inner work so your own guidance is coming through more strong. Because oftentimes our angels and spirit guides are connecting with us through our intuition, or through a lot of signs. You're going to be seeing a lot of synchronicity with your about your twin flame, and this could be different messages that are coming through to you. I've been getting a ton of that when I do the readings. People are saying things that are very synchronistic to me or to my situation, and are kind of seeing signs and messages. Pay attention to those signs and messages. They're meant to keep you on course through the course of your lifetime. You are my past and my future. You are destined to be together. This is important too, and this is why sometimes when you guys are trying to be with other people, it's not meant to work out, and it's based out of karma, not love. So a lot of your past connections were based out of the need to heal something karmically, or out of karmic contracts. This is not based in love. This is why these connections don't last and are not meant to last. With your twin flame, it's meant to be different. Some of you guys are taking such a high level of karma into the twin flame union that it's imploded it, and it's not meant to. You should have been at a awake enough level, meeting your twin flame, where that's not meant to happen. But due to not healing your past, this can happen. So if you haven't done enough healing, sometimes that could come out in the narratives with your twin flame. It's not meant to. Sometimes you're supposed to be getting some help at that point. I feel the same emotions you do all of the time. Twin flames are very connected. You guys are going to feel and sense each other all of the time. It doesn't matter where you are across space, time, and other dimensions. You most certainly might be, right? You guys are going to be feeling each other, and you're going to be very aligned energetically and emotionally. If you're really dead and tired, your twin flame will be. If you're really uplifted and excited and moving around, they will be too. You're sharing an energetic connection. That cord can never be cut or cut ever, but it exists across time, space, and all dimensions. This is why it's important that there's also an energy between you and you're keeping it uplifted and high vibe. When I come back to you is forever. A lot of people get fear about this too, because a lot of you guys act like you're ready for relationships, but you're not on some type of level. I think this is what keeps a lot of people in separation, knowing that this is meant to be the ideal. I don't want to say the ideal, the ultimate relationship where you're meant to come together and stay together forever. And this can create a lot of other fear coming to the surface, or doubt or worry as well too. But this is your person. You're most supposed to come together, and it's supposed to last through the rest of your lifetime. From the moment I saw you, I knew you were the one. So this is also having a knowing when you met and you guys were in that love bubble, but some stuff come to the surface, usually the healing or doubt or insecurities. We have a lot of really good cards for this as well too. We have a lot of reconciliation for those that are in separation, being guided to do that inner work. You're going to have to travel through certain dimensions of the awakening, and a lot of people, times you will lose everything several times. This can be normal. You're also probably with twin flame going to have to go through layers of separation within yourself and different dimensions within yourself. This is the path to union, even though a lot of times it doesn't look like that. So for those in separation, there's going to be a reconciliation. This has been something planned out in past lifetimes, that you would come together at a certain point. And then there's a lot of romantic feelings in this connection. You guys feel each other deeply. This is like a feeling connection, an empath connection. Your twin flame may be an empath and share some of the same sensitivities or gifts that you do as well too. And then we do have a distance card. This is like having distance between you guys, or some type of barriers or blocks, and everyone has that within themselves. Sometimes it takes people a little while to let their walls down. Let's talk walls, and the ones that you've built around yourself, around letting anyone in, or around love at a very young age, and needing to dissolve and melt through those barriers and walls so that you can open up to divine love, as your twin flame is this divine love. If you guys have an actual distance, like you're living apart or not near each other or separated in that way, this is a good card for coming together during this time. We're going to go ahead and do a nice spread for the divine masculine now. We have a ton of space energy we're going to move into. We have a CME that's going to hit us on the 25th with that moon, but we have a lot of that energy coming in now. We've been in a K6 index for the past couple of days, so a lot of really heavy, not heavy, but a lot of high space energy coming in at us too, and you guys most certainly are probably feeling that too with some of the energy shifts. So we have big shifts that are playing out, but also big clearing energies. Clearing things, and it just depends on what you have going on and how conscious and intentional you're being of this. All right, so we're going to start with a reading for the divine masculine. You want to be leaning into these energies and using them. I do have activations and healings I'm doing for today. I always try to do a lot of activation and healing work in certain energies. I work with the galactic energies as well too, and source energies. So today's a good day for doing healings. All right, so we're doing masculine collective, and then we will just do messages to the feminine then. Direct messages to the feminine. Time passes, but my feelings don't change, even though you no longer trust me with your heart. Divine Feminine, do you have some type of trust issues going on? Usually these are before your twin flame. I talk about the insecurities that rise up, and it's like, you know, you guys start to need the distance and the insecurities bubble up. Divine Feminine might be dealing with some type of insecurities and things like that. And then this is them, they feel that way about you as well too. I love you, but I'm afraid to reach out and have you reject me. A lot of rejection, abandonment, and past relationship issues come up on both sides of twin flames of how things will play out. But remember, they're always playing to your patterns as well too. You have certain karmic patterns and imprints that you hold within your energy field. This is why you're needing to do the energy healing to release these things. So if you've had bad relationships in the past, you know, this could be more separation wounds and issues and things like that. And sometimes they trigger your past abandonment or rejection wounds as well too. Needing to heal these on some type of level. Divine Masculine is being guided to heal certain rejection wounds. I know these things go back to past lifetimes with your twin flame of what has played out. I always say in this lifetime with all of your relationships, Divine Masculine, that when you had your past relationships, they were trying to heal something way deep with your twin flame, with these karmic feminines, so that when you were going to meet your twin flame again, your divine feminine in this lifetime, you will have healed certain things and be ready for this experience. I settled for second best because I don't deserve you. This could be Divine Masculine. Sometimes you guys have settled with these karmic feminines, or it's easier. You've been looking to the karmics as well too. This is sometimes a trauma response to looking for love in the wrong places, right? Even though you know you've had relationships that weren't good for you, or people with a lot of issues or weren't giving you love back, things like that. Healing some of these issues. You were the love of my life. I didn't figure that out before, and now I know it's true. This could be awakening to the connection. I think this is an important part of the experience so that you can heal certain issues and come together in union. And this is when you're ready. Now, doing the energy healing will speed up that process a ton. Doing the sessions, the phone sessions, I'm going to go in and help you to recognize and clear certain patterns that are playing out in your thoughts and things like that. That will help you a ton. It will speed up the process. So this is waking up to the connection and just how important it is to you on your spiritual path, but also on your, we'll say, ascension path. I feel like I abandoned you and myself when we broke up. I want to reconcile. This person could have triggered Divine Masculine. You might be aware that you've triggered a lot of abandonment issues. Maybe it was through the separation, but I feel everyone follows their inner guidance and plays out certain scripts that have been written long before we were born, right? And different things. The universe is giving you all of your experiences and what you need as well too. So, you know, you might be aware of that too with the things that it's triggered on your side or what you've triggered within your divine feminine. You can probably tell a little bit of what they're going through or what has happened with them or how they're feeling from whatever has happened. For those in separation, you guys are wanting to come together badly, like on both sides. So when you're feeling something about your twin flame, know that they're feeling the same, mirrors, right? And so you guys are missing each other badly. You're wanting to come together badly, but it's going to require healing certain wounds that have caused or kicked off that original separation. This is about, I ghosted you because of my own insecurities, and this won't apply to everyone, but if there is a no contact or pullback or not really giving you any communication or flat out ghosted or blocked, this is from their own insecurities that have risen up and the ways that they're pushing away love. But it's always coming from you having pushed it away. And we talked earlier in the feminine reading about healing your own fear to heal that. So it's not them, they're playing out to what you're putting out there, right? And so you've had a lot of fearful thoughts that have come up where you were too not sure of this connection, not ready, not sure about being in a relationship, commitment issues that have come up within you about this person. And you've started to push them away at that point. So healing that, for those of you guys that are experiencing that, not everyone is. Okay, we have confirmation this is your twin flame, but you guys already know that in the reading. If you want to know for sure, get a reading with me, because I look at a lot of different things. I tap in, obviously, and I'm going to do astrology stuff with you. All right, we have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens, and you're needing to work on this connection like any others. And I love it because we're in Venus and Capricorn. It's all about putting in the work and putting in the long-term work as well too. You're going to get whatever you put out into your connections. If you're putting out a lot of healing energies, uplifting the connection, putting a lot of love into this connection, you're building something. It's kind of like, I always love the picture where they show the two and a plant in the middle, and you guys are being guided to nurture this plant, which is your love, and both pour your love and time and patience into it, and you're growing something. And if you're not putting a lot into it, your plant's going to be wilted and not very good. But this is a lot like the energetic connection as well too, and you're kind of getting back the same energy that you're putting out into your partner reflected back. Your twin flame always reflects your own energetic state. Literally, they're mirroring back where your energy's at through the things they say. Those are the things you're thinking, they're saying, and it's always a divine mirror energetically. So it's going to let you know where your energy's at times too. Get to know this person, work on deepening and healing that bond with them. Time to get playful. You're too serious about your love life. This is about having fun in your connection. You guys should be here having fun experience on earth, whether you're traveling, doing things, getting out there, all about how you're spending your time. You might have had a serious issue around this. You might need to talk to this person. You may need to open up and let go of your own insecurities and fears and really have a heart-to-heart conversation with this person and start to get honest and real about your feelings, your own healing, what you're going through. Because we have a lot of this mask and like hiding energy of like, whether it's playing it cool, only going so deep and surface level, needing to get deeper with this person as well too. It could be about your own healing or your feelings. Time to tell this person how you feel. And this might be a little bit awkward for you. You're not used to it. This is heart chakra coming up in the last card, and throat chakra. Time to really tell this person how you feel. Time to get romantic within this experience too. We have a lot of that. Now you have a lot of stuff that's affecting your relationships, masculine too. This is past addictions and the attachments that go with it. When you purge out any type of addiction, you'll notice the attachments that go with it within the spiritual. So you're being guided to let go of your earthly attachments, any types of addictions, things not serving you, one by one, being guided to let go of this stuff. You might have an anxious, underlying anxious attachment or anxiety. I always say that's fear. And we have so much fear coming up in the reading, right? Doesn't surprise me with these high energies. Root chakra work for the masculine, paying attention if you have certain anxieties, worries, doubts, or fears that are coming up. Sometimes this could even have been related to past stress, depression, panic attacks, heart chakra issues, things like that. So you're being guided to heal your root chakra during this time, and this is going to help to heal your relationships a ton. So you're being guided to do certain work on yourself. The more that you work on your root chakra, the more that's going to translate into the physical as well too. A lot of light workers and starseeds have a lot of issues with the root chakra because this is your ancestral karma chakra. It's your roots to the planet, but it also contains all of the memories, records, patterns, and programs from your ancestor line and your family line. So you're having to do a lot of deep healing with your root chakra to heal things like anxious attachment or fearful attachment. Positive news, you probably want to marry this person. This could be engagement, getting married, having kids, future, right? But divine union is the ultimate union of souls as well too, where you come together and merge the divine feminine and the masculine away in a beautiful way that only twin flames can do. Because I've been posting a lot of like wedding pictures, but it's not like that. It's more spiritual union, right? Because you guys are already married from many past lifetimes. It's about coming back into this union because you were separated a long time ago and you're ready to come back together once you ascend. When you do, you share all of this knowledge and information with each other, and rapidly you begin to come into this balance and to expand as well too. And it's a beautiful thing. Okay, so we have a lot of healing of the past relationships, not so much, but coming up, masculine's been there, healing this stuff. You have a very strong attraction with this person. Something keeps pulling you to them. Even if in separation, you're always thinking of them. You're always thinking of what happened. You have a very strong magnetic attraction, but sometimes magnets can pull and push each other apart as well too. It just kind of depends. So you have to stay really balanced. In your balanced high vibrational state, you're very magnetic and attractive to this person. But when you guys have all of this negative energy coming up or surfacing that you're dealing with, you push this person away or pull them apart as well too. So this is also about staying in these higher frequency states so that you can attract this person to you. No more forcing, flowing in this next chapter. You might feel like you're between realities. You're kind of in between the 3D and the 5D. I talk about that. Ascension is not a straight line. It's so cute for the newbie awakened, where you guys think you're just in this 5D state. Oh my God, and you go back around, right? It's like, okay, so you're going to kind of go through these dimensions and not back around. And this is like the ultimate spiritual awakening and path that we go through. And so, you know, you might have integrated into one frequency, but you're ready to go into the next. And you go through these void-like spaces, I'd call it the 4D again and again, right? As you're traveling between worlds. And so you might feel that, like you're between worlds right now. You're getting ready to ascend into a higher level. Could be union. It just could be your situation coming up. There's a lot of romantic feelings, like you want to be with this person very, very badly, and you know that. This is like falling in love and staying in those higher frequencies of energies too, because there's a very strong magnetic connection, but there's also this very romantic connection as well too, where, you know, you want to do a lot with this person. We're in long-term plans and goals in the future energy with Venus and Capricorn, and it's all about that. If you guys are in karmic connections, expect them to fall in right now. Like, right, if you're in very superficial, shallow, you know, ego-based connections, they're probably not doing very good. And then you're meant to get into these deeper spiritual connections during this time. So kind of trust the flow with your love life. But we have a lot of love life healing energy coming at us with this full moon in particular too. A lot of positive energy coming up for your love life too. I'm going to go on that note anyways, but have a beautiful day. If you guys do need me, just go ahead and book me on my website. I'm going to be around doing healings and readings, recommending doing a couple. I also teach classes like Reiki and Sikkim. Check out my website, sparksofdivinelighthealing.com.